She's torn.
She is torn. What is...
Oh, what the hell?
Someone's got to stop this. Come on.
What a game plan here.
This is...
Wow.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. So let's talk about this, man. Christian Cage ended up defeating Adam Copeland for one reason. This match was a banger too. This match was really good. The crowd was into it all the way. You can tell they were looking forward to this one. So I knew that Tony Khan made the right decision because I know a lot of people wanted the match at World's End. But I said, hey, why not just do this match? They're in Canada where they're from. You know, technically they're from Toronto, but they're in Montreal. But we know there's a rivalry between those two cities. But still, we know the people there really want to see Christian Cage versus Edge more than anything else. So it made sense for them to have a match there. And it's on TV, so I you can't complain if it's on TV. I think we got to this point with wrestling where we're thinking too much from a business aspect. Like the promoters, oh, throw that on the pay-per-view because it needs to be on the pay-per-view or a premium live event. Like, dude, you're a fan. Be happy when you see it on TV, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's so ridiculous that I see fans thinking like that. Now, I could talk about it from my perspective because, yeah, I do talk about that kind of stuff because from a booking standpoint, I think it was smart to do the match in Canada. You can always redo the show at World's End. You could always redo it. It ain't like people ain't going to want to see the match at World's End. You know what I mean? They did a proper build to it anyways where I think you could get away with it in the first place. So, that is what it is. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section because I definitely think that I think since you had the Canadian stop, you might as well did it. If they didn't have the Canadian stop, I would have waited till World's End to do the match. So this is their first show in Montreal too. So you wanted to call up there, make a good impression because I think they did this at the Canadians Arena, which is a Bell Center. So you definitely wanted to do this in order to fill that place up. You definitely wanted to do that match there. So, but anyway, this is how he won though. So y'all remember Nick Wayne's mom, right? Shayna. So they gave her a name now because it used to just be Nick Wayne's mom. So they gave her a name. Her name is Shayna. And she came out. And we knew this. We knew what was going to happen, bro, because there was no way she was going to be on Adam's side. We knew it. Because every time Christian has set this up where it makes it seem like whoever he gets to work for him is going to be on the other side, but it's not like that. So I knew that this was going to be the way I was thinking it was going to be. So she basically picked up the TNT belt, and she was basically having to act like if she was going to hit. Basically, like y'all remember that? Oh no, man, you gotta be old school to remember this one. I'm a '90s baby, so I remember this movie very well. The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone, man. Do y'all remember this movie, Good Son, man? It was such. I remember when this movie came out. I think I was like 6 or 7 years old. When this movie came out, bro, people were shocked how devilish Macaulay Culkin was acting in this movie. And that was like an era where we saw like a lot of movies where there was a kid killing people, right? It was like that era for kids killing people, bro. In the early to mid 90s. And so when The Good Son came out, a lot of people were just shocked at seeing Macaulay Culkin acting evil in this movie, man. Because they had just got used to seeing him for the first two Home Alone movies, right? I think Home Alone 2 came out like the year before The Good Son. So it was still fresh off their minds about this, this situation. Home Alone was huge at the time. So, I mean, it's still huge today, but like at the time, when the first two movies first came out, Macaulay Culkin was one of the biggest kid stars ever. And to see him like that, it was like people was just like amazed by it, right? So there was a scene at the end of the. Man, I really don't want to spoil it for y'all because I don't know if y'all seen it. Y'all probably, a few of y'all probably like, man, I never seen that movie before. I'm gonna go try to watch it. So I'm gonna have to do this, bro. I'm gonna do a spoiler. Spoiler alert. If you're planning on watching the movie, fast forward maybe about a minute. Maybe about a minute. Fast forward about a minute. I'm gonna give y'all some time. Fast forward about a minute. If you don't want to be spoiled, you didn't see the movie. Okay. So this is basically what happened, man. So Macaulay Culkin's mother, and I believe it was his cousin, I forgot how I ain't seen Good Son in a long time. I think it was his cousin or something. And he was trying to blame everything on the cousin, all the bad things that was going on, the murders and all that stuff that was happening in town. And what happened with his little sister. And so the mom finally caught wind that her son was evil, that he was doing some destructive stuff. And the cousin was trying to, the cousin was also played by, what's his name? The dude from Lord of the Rings. Elijah. What's his name? Elijah something. Y'all know what I'm talking about, though. He played his cousin. And so he was trying to tell the mother what happened. And so at the end, they were on this big cliff, and she had both of them hanging by the hands. And she had to choose one to let one of them go because she couldn't get both of them up. So she had to let one of them go. And it was between Macaulay Culkin and Elijah, right? She ended up letting go Macaulay Culkin, man, because she knew he was evil and needed to die. And she saved Elijah, who was the good kid. And that's what it reminded me of, this scene with Shayna, because Shayna had to decide between hitting Adam or hitting Christian. Now, let's go all the way back to the interview that they had the last time we saw Shayna, I think on Dynamite, which was a couple of months ago, right? Remember when they had the interview? I think it was Jim Ross was in this interview, and it was with Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne was being disrespectful to his mom. And I remember when she got mad at Christian and slapped him, as he was leaving the ring, he said he should have called, right? And it sounded like I remember that. I was like, what he meant by that? I was trying to figure that out all this time, like what he meant by that. So Shayna just basically had to make a decision. Am I gonna hit Edge, or I'm gonna hit Christian? And she hits, I said Edge, is she gonna hit Adam Copeland? So she hits Adam with the belt. That leaves Christian Cage to get the win. And it looks like another recruiting process. So he's got he was able to get Luchasaurus, Nick Wayne, and now he gets his Nick Wayne's own mother. He gets Shayna now. So great, man. It continues to show the power that Christian Cage has with his character, and it sets up a rematch at World's End. That's what I liked about it. And for anybody that's smart, you knew that this match was probably going to end in a DQ or that type of situation where they were going to have to fight again. So we knew it wasn't going to be like a straight up Adam Copeland going to win and that's going to be the end of it. Nah, we knew that shit wasn't going to happen because it played out as a TV match. So we knew it was going to be something. So they're able to probably run this back at World's End. So I like it. I like the decision they made with it. I like Shayna doing it. Now we get to see what Shayna's about. Maybe she becomes a heel character now. So we're going to see how that whole formula going to shake out. And the last thing I would like to see is maybe Jack Perry get with Christian Cage, man. Because that'd be that faction be stacked. If he able to get Jack Perry, that should be stacked. But we're going to talk about MJF next because I got something to talk about. So I think Jack Perry going to be coming back soon too. But something interesting with this Devil Mask thing, man, that I really wanted to talk about. But go ahead and give me your thoughts on this, man. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching After News to Light.